tonight we are setting. We're done with the first bout of the evening, and we are ready. The bout number 2, super welterweight contest over 10 rounds, and this is a fight I'm waiting for. Because one of the boxers is one boxer who has been penciled down as the world champion. He has gone out there, he fought 3 critical bouts in the United States of America. Just in December 2024, he fought the fight that many Ghanaians believe that he should have won, but he's making a huge comeback. Can he make it? And this is Fredrick Lawson, and he's going to slug it out against Justice Addy. So they are ready for the super welterweight contest for 10 rounds. Now the judges are Judge 1, Richard Gatti, Judge 2, T.A. Brown, and Judge 3, Daniel Ablamete. So if they are ready, this tournament, the referee is Nipe Kote. If they are ready, let's welcome from the blue corner, Justice Addy. Now this tournament, let's get ready to welcome one of the excellent, talented boxers that has ever produced, Fredrick Lawson. This tournament, wherever you are, this is the moment many Ghanaian boxing fans are waiting for. Because we're going to witness a bout that many have described as the day of redemption. We are here to witness a boxer. Many believe that he has closed the chapter of becoming the world champion. He's been in the United States for years, but he's back to Ghana to reorganize himself, and he's trying to get back into his groove. So this is the second bout of the night put together by Cabin Boxing Promotion Syndicate under the tutelage of the President, Bruce Kudo. So here we go. The three judges are Richard Gatti, T.A. Brown, and Daniel Ablomete. Now introducing the boxer for the super welterweight contest. Over 10 rounds, fighting out from the blue corner. And tonight is wearing black, green, red trunks, black shoe, and black gloves to match. This is the boxer who made his debut in 2007. And this is the boxer who came to the ring with a weight of 156.3 pounds. With an official record of 31 fights, 30 defeats, 70 victories, 1 draw, and 15 of the victories came by way of knockout. So far, he has done 160 rounds of boxing. When you go to Fredrick, he has been managed with half-star. Presenting to you, ladies and gentlemen, from the blue corner, Justice Addy! And crossing over to the red corner. This is what somebody will discover to indicate that it's making a huge comeback. And tonight, spotted in the sea blue trunks, black shoe, black and blue trimming gloves. And he came to the ring with the weights of 157 pounds. One of the finest boxers a couple of years ago. He has come to the United States. He got closer to become a world champ. Something did go missing. He's back home. And as we are here in the ring today, he is under the tutelage of one-time a world title coach, one of the finest trainers in Ghana boxing from the Bronx Boxing Gymnasium, Carlo. Tonight, he came to the ring with an official record of 36 fights, just 6 defeats, 30 victories, and 22 of the victories came by way of knockout. But sterling, when it comes to the star from the box ring, he has been on it 1 star. So far, he has done 176 rounds of boxing. This is a boxer when you believe that he should have been a world champion by now. He's making a huge comeback. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the boxer that is going to be called Okunka. Fredrick Lawson! The referee in charge of this fight is Nipping Kote.
Okay guys, the rules as you know, we're going to protect yourself, fight hard, but fight clean. Good luck.
General Okunka, the man they call Fredrick Lawson, former Black Bombers captain. That's the amateur national team of Ghana. He has a career record of 30 wins, 6 defeats, but he's coming off 3 straight defeats. All those defeats have been in the United States where he defeated in 2014. He often comes to Ghana once in a while. Tonight, he's taking his fight against Justice Addy, a veteran of 18 years as a pro, having made his debut way back in February 2007. So, tonight, he's up against Fredrick Lawson, who is chasing a comeback victory. Lawson goes with a good left jab, then a right followed. As the show continues here at the Idlewild Event Center in Dansoman, Accra, Ghana. Fight number 2 of tonight's show, and Justice Addy lands a good left one there. Lawson, I told you, he goes by the name General Okunka, was once upon a time captain of the national amateur boxing team. Very, very highly rated fighter. Unfortunately, the pro career hasn't gone so that smoothly, but he's still in the game, determined to bounce back, tipped to be a world champion. he is still fighting, determined to realize that ambition, although at this point in time it appears a long way off. He's fought some of the best fighters in America. Virgil Ortiz, who is very highly rated, undefeated world champion, is actually one of the fighters he fought in his last 3 fights that ended in defeat. Having lost to Virgil Ortiz in January last year, then to Alexis Rocha also in March last year, then to Giovanni Santillan in December. And tonight, May 9, 25, he wants to take his first fight of the year against Justice Addy. Round 1 still ongoing. Okunka taking his time, remains focused, chasing Addy around the ring. And currently Okunka in his corner is being worked by the vastly experienced Lawrence Carloco, head trainer of the Bronx Boxing Gym, and a very good left double landed there by Okunka, who is fighting in the ash trunks, if I'm correct by the description of the color of his shorts, as you can see. And Justice Addy is in the wine with the black and green trunks. Round number 1, as we count out the final seconds, and Okunka went into attack mode there, but Addy ducked it perfectly, and the round number 1 has come to an end here. This is scheduled for 10. And we go back to look at the highlights of this show. Round number 1 going into the box. Okunka taking his time, focusing on the mission, on the man at hand. You can see him taking his time, focused on Addy. No match has been landed in the past round 1. We'll see how the rest of the fight goes, beginning round number 2, which is almost upon us. You are live on KU Sports Boxing from the Idle White Event Center, Dansoman. If it's fight action from Accra, Ghana, and indeed across the country, or even the sub-region, as we started this year, having been in Nigeria to bring you the WBC ABU Amateur Fight Tournament. And remember last year we were across the country, all over Kumasi, Cape Coast, Ekropon, and other parts of Accra. Follow KU Sport Boxing on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all the social media handles. KU Sports Boxing. Share our videos and like and follow. Currently ongoing is Fredrick Okunka Lawson, Nilante Lawson against Justice Addy. It's a super welterweight contest and is built for 10 rounds. It's fight number 2 of tonight's show here, presented by Kabik Promotions. Addy struggling to land punches here against Lawson, who has been the aggressor of the 2 fighters so far, chasing the opponent around the ring. He himself too has failed to land much. As we go into the fiery mode there, Fredrick Lawson seeking to end a 3-match losing streak against Justice Addy, and he goes into a tilt movement again. Left jab landed there by Okunka. Addy has yet to really trouble Okunka here in this fight. We are still in round number 2. This is scheduled for 10. And Addy, obviously the taller of the 2 fighters, trying his best to take advantage of that reach advantage, staying back and making sure Okunka doesn't get within range and throwing that long arms. And Lawson appeared to have rattled Okunka Addy there, but Addy regains his composure. But it's Lawson still chasing the opponent and attacking him. As we count down to the final 10 seconds of round number 2. Referee Nikwe Kote keenly watching proceedings. And the bell has sounded to bring proceedings to an end in round number 2 of our fight number 2 here. We have 6 fights to come, headlined by 2 UBO Africa titles. The Ghanaian Emmanuel Mankatasaki taking on Yusuf Mohammed Olalekan, and for the UBO Super Featherweight Continental belt. Then there's also Kofi Dana taking on Sulaiman Olagbade for the UBO Africa Super Welterweight Championship. And the show continues live here on K Sports Boxing. You can follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, everywhere. Addy, who began his career way back in 2017, has a career record of 17 wins, 15 defeats, and 1 draw. Can he secure victory number 18 against Fredrick Lawson, or is Fredrick, who has a career record of 30 wins, 6 defeats, notch victory number 31 here tonight? Okunka taking his time, keenly, focused on the target. It's a super welterweight affair. In fact, one of 3 super welterweight encounters we have on tonight's bill. In actual fight, we have 4 super welterweight fights, and 1 middleweight encounter which has already gone down in the books and was a round 5 TKO victory in favor of Michael Dakun over Patrick Kojo. So we are currently having our first super welterweight fight of tonight. We'll also be having an 8th round super welterweight contest between Akramatete Michael and Daniel Kwe. Then also the UBO super welterweight championship, of course, as well as Emmanuel Kwe versus Jacob Joseph Tego. TKO victory Michael Dakun secured over Patrick Kojo in our first fight of tonight's show. What will be the result of the ongoing kabudo between Fredrick Lawson in the, and Lawson throws a terrific looking punch there, but Addy was too to get out of it. Lawson lands another left jab that appeared to trouble Addy, but he's standing firm in round number 3. This is scheduled for 10. And Lawson corners Addy, lands a multiple of combinations there, but Addy standing firm as referee Nikwe Kote took control over proceedings, but the fighters are back in action. Left jab landed there by Okunka Lawson.
Uneventful night against Kevin Bisbee. IBM eliminator. In the top, such a second job. This is very difficult to divide his career, but he always has been a very, very promising star. Remember, he bound against Olympian Raymond now, the Emperor.
As we look at some of the highlights of that round number 3 just gone by, and Lawson, one of his early fights way back in 2014, against the experienced compatriot Raymond Na, the Emperor, when two Ghanaians clashed in the United States. At the time, the Emperor was about retiring, and his younger countryman gave him a run for his money. But it's not been smooth sailing for Okunka Lawson ever since. 30 career wins say it all about his experience. But the 6 defeats have interrupted his progress. Continue to like K Sports Boxing and sharing our videos. And it's a KG affair here. Lawson, obviously, the more aggressive of the two fighters, doing all the attacking. But Addy comes back with some good punches of his own. It's the second of 6 fights on tonight's bill. Of course, presented to you by Kabek Promotions and their CEO Ivan Bruce Kujo, as well as executive board member Ellis Kwe, are all here at ringside watching proceedings. We also have the Ghana Boxing Authority President Abraham Kuteni Kwe right here as the fans are getting excited by the exchanges between Addy and Lawson. Lawson very focused on the task at hand, and he goes in with a punch, but no, the taller Addy clinches for dear life.
Addy lands a jab as Lawson marches forward, and left right by Addy. He throws a long range uppercut, moves into a corner, dodges one, and they go into a clinch.
Addy reverting to all sorts of awkward tactics to frustrate Lawson. As round number 4 also comes to a conclusion here in Dansoma. And once again, thanks to the power of technology, we can look back at highlights of the action from round number 4. And you can see Lawson taking his time, keeping the focus on the target. And he threw a good one there by Addy, as smart as ever. That's it, perfect. And you can see the vastly experienced Lawrence Carloco working the corner of Fredrick Lawson. stage of the fight. 5 rounds in of the bout scheduled for 10. And there was a very terrific right thrown there by Lawson. That was, it looked very ferocious, and Addy is down and out. Fight over. Lawson bringing all the experience to bear here. And very terrific punch thrown there and landed by Okunka Lawson. The chamber, and then we take a look at it again. That was a terrific, powerful punch thrown by General Okunka. He goes it again. That was it. A very powerful punch. And his ninth bye-bye. Justice Addy, who is still on the canvas, being attended to by research physician Dr. Edward Asante and other paramedics. And Addy is up onto his feet. He is struggling. He has a problem with his legs. Justice Addy. He is a casualty tonight. And you can see Okunka Lawson and Coach Loco going just by in your shot.
In order to actually return the goals of the finals, turn them as a couple of days ago. We are going to take the United States of America to the boundaries. And if you look at the rematch this career, we are not going to operate for time after the stage of one of the fights against the other is back to the village club. So let's put down again for the 2 boxes. This tournament, we have the minutes. It was one of the most anticipated bouts. So far, the welterweight punches for 10 rounds. This tournament in round number 5 by a technical knockout 70 seconds. The winner is no other person than the boxer who is also going to be called the Fredrick